number 75 of the cast. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while, almost a week since I put one of these guys out. Been busy, been playing a lot of shows, been boozing with the boys, boozing with the fellas. You know how that goes. It's funny. I just playing some shows and played over at the Viper Room in Hollywood, which is closing down, by the way. I understand the Viper Room is supposed to kind of stay open as like a bar in a hotel, but won't be in a venue. Sounds dumb. Sounds lame. Hollywood's just going to be hotels. Just letting y'all know. It's just going to be hotels. Little clubs and hotels, little dance clubs and things like that. Whatever. It's cool. But it's funny when you're the band and we do a lot of boozing on stage. That's a fact. And we played with a bunch of sober bands, which are all great bands, and they're friends of mine. But it's funny when they go up and they're doing songs about being sober in a bar, which is funny. And then we go up and songs are about drinking and partying and family and things like that. So it's funny, and we're up there boozing. But I like how we all get to get along. I think it's cool. Because there's a lot of sober people out there that get real holier than now once they become sober. That we're all ruining our lives with the booze just because they can't handle it. But it's true. People definitely ruin their lives due to alcohol. But let's not blame the alcohol. Let's blame them. No control. No drive, I guess, right? Because look, I'd like to sit around eating cereal all day, but I just can't do it. I got things to do. I got to get my body to work correctly. Anyway, so check it out. I want to talk about what's interesting here and I bitch about this a lot. Never on the cast, but I bitch about this a lot. Is we're just cool with fraud in entertainment and posers in entertainment. Meaning specifically this Rick Ross, right? You guys like this rapper Rick Ross, who I think sucks ass, but that's just my opinion. But he completely stole somebody's identity, the real Rick Ross. If any of you guys are familiar, the real Freeway Ricky Ross was a cocaine and crack dealer in Los Angeles, one of the biggest dealers of all time. And there's a documentary about it called, the documentary's called The War on Drugs is a good one. And that's during the Reagan administration. And it's interesting. It's very interesting because Freeway Ricky Ross was set up to do a job by the CIA. That's a fact. By the American government. And he had drive-through houses where you can just drive through and get your crack. And he actually, then finally, when they wanted to crack down on the war on drugs to try to bust the biggest crack dealer, which was their own dealer, they went and busted Rick Ross and put him away for life. Now, he's officially out, but the rapper Rick Ross completely stole his identity, completely took his name and took his story. Basically took his story. So you have this rapper who's rapping about you and you're rotting in jail, but he's doing it like he lived that life. Which the real Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross, the rapper, was a correctional officer. That's also a fact. He was a correctional officer, and what a lot of inmates are also saying that are speaking out against him is that he was a rat fucking CO, excuse me. And he would rat on a lot of these inmates about whatever contraband, whatever they had in there. But isn't that interesting? He's a correctional officer gets out, completely takes this guy's name, and completely takes his story after you're a rat correctional officer. Weird, right? But it's public knowledge. You could just look it up. Just type in real Rick Ross. It all comes up. Yet we don't give a, like when I say we, it's definitely not me because I can't name a song really. But, and I've tried to put it on just because I always check on see what some of these popular artists are. You know, you got to take a look because I got a lot of friends that like hip hop and rap. I don't really. But when you're bumping that, sometimes I go, oh, I fuck, you know, like Tupac, I definitely get, you know, Public Enemy. I definitely get how people love that shit. That's great. That's good stuff. But sometimes when I hear like a Rick Ross or a fucking what, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just like, well, this sucks. It's not even on the beat. You got no rhythm. There's no rhythm. It's fucking terrible. You just have an electric beat that any kid can do in their bedroom, and then you talk over it. Now I know I'm sounding like an old coos with that shit because people definitely say the same thing about my music, but a lot of it is silly, and then a lot of it's incredible. But this Rick Ross guys, you got to take a look at this guy. This guy's he's a fraud. He's an imposter. He's a poser. It's crazy that you guys are all in on it. You guys are like, fuck it, I don't care. It's cool. Now you could say, kind of a good example, if you want to make an argument about it, is well, like Johnny Cash never went to Folsom Prison. Yeah, but and then my defense on that is he's telling a story. He's telling a story, and he doesn't claim to be that guy. He claims to are telling a story. So I got no problem with that. I got no problem with telling a story. Now, I know a lot of rappers and hip-hop and things like that are telling a lot of fake-ass gangster stories. I know it's fake, 100%. A lot of songs about murder, you know? And if that really happened, don't you think you'd be ratting on yourself, especially in a popular song? If that really happened, you'd be ratting on yourself, you know? And boy, if there was a rapper that was rapping about somebody that he murdered that I knew, you're telling me I wouldn't fuck that dude up? Come on. You don't get to just start rapping about somebody I know, that somebody you killed. Come on. That's not happening. That brings me to something else too. It's like a lot of these rappers are Mr. Hardcore, Mr. Hard, but the people rat on you and say some of your here's a great example. That Tekashi 6ix9ine fella, right? He ratted on everybody, right? Now, I delve in briefly because I got hooked into a rabbit hole. And because I am interested on some of these dummies that go fucking ape shit with face tattoos and try to get likes. It's very interesting to me because that's a world I don't live in. But it's very interesting. And so he rats on everybody, which in his defense, they were ratting on him. They were ratting on him, not to the police, or they were sleeping with his girl, something. They were doing all kinds of shit. And he was like, look, they're not my brothers. These motherfuckers were against me anyways. So fuck them. And you can get your freedom. You're gonna go behind bars for somebody you hate? Now here we go. I would have a hard time ratting on somebody. I believe that. I believe that 100%. Even if I hated them, I just can't do it. I don't think I could do it, man. And it'd be hard to live with myself. But then again, I haven't been presented with this this horrible decision to make. You know, I would hate to have to make that decision. And I imagine if it's like you're going to do life in prison, never see your kids again, never see your family again. Or you could rat out these people who were probably going to kill you anyways. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. You know, it's hard to say, you know, because I definitely consider myself not a rat in any facet. I mean, I just can't. I can't live with myself if I'm being a rat. But I haven't been hit with that giant decision of freedom versus somebody who was going to kill you anyways. You know, it's not a bad thought. But anyways, I'm noticing a lot of these rappers are posers to the fifth degree. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what's his name? Jay-Z's girl. What's her name? Not Beyonce. The girl that he signed. What the fuck's her name? Rihanna. That's what it is. And Chris Brown lumped her up, right? And nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to this pop star dancer. You're supposed to be some hardcore rappers. You're supposed to be from the streets, Jay-Z, and nothing happened to him. You did nothing. None of you guys do. Never ever happens. So and Hollywood's a big machine, and you guys are part of Hollywood. It's a big machine. You guys are trying to watch your P's and Q's so you don't ruin your money flow. I get that. But look, I'm gonna have to say you're a poser. You're allowing family to get fucked up. You're allowing all kinds of nonsense to happen. You know, if I'm producing a girl and somebody lumps her up, well, I can't have that. And look, and please don't take this as I'm trying to be Mr. Tough Guy because, you know, but I'm just saying, I can't have it. You can't have that. And so I'm gonna put it out there and I'm gonna say a lot of these rappers are posers, man. I also am going even farther. I had a little argument with my family. I was like, look, I'm gonna say this. Here we go. 50% of rappers are gay dudes. And I'm being nice with saying 50%. I got a lot of intel. I got some intel. And by the way, it's okay. But you guys are closeted gay dudes, and that's why your lyrics are so heavy on my bitches, my club, and all that shit, because I think you're closeted gay. You know how most that back in the day when there was gay bashing going on, right? It was usually by guys that had some gay tendencies, because they're fuck you, I can't be like this guy. I'm gay, so I gotta beat up gay people to beat the gay out of myself. That's what it felt like, and that's what it feels like with a lot of these rappers. And Suge Knight talks about how all these rappers like to get their cheeks blown out. Now those are his words, not mine. I don't say cheeks blown out. Well, I do now since I heard him say it because it's funny. But yeah, I mean that's a thing, guys. That's happening. So I'm gonna go on a limb. I said 50%. I'm gonna go 70% of rappers are gay dudes, right? And they got Lil Nas X is killing. I've never heard that dude's music, but I hear people talk about him, and I go, of course, he's a gay guy. Yeah, most rappers are gay guys. That's okay, not a problem. I'm just saying there's a lot of closeted gay rappers going on, and I'm saying maybe this is why, you know, all gangbanger shit is poser. You're all lame. That's a fact. And the real street gangs out there, they're definitely going, man, you guys are posers. But they're small potatoes. They're small potatoes when it comes to having to handle business, because I guess and what's really funny is when the rappers will take Italian gangsters' names. Look up any old Italian gangster, and a rapper has taken their name, right? Like Luciano or Capone, right? And I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. These Italian gangsters were not too fond of black people. They weren't that fond of you. So it's a little weird that you guys are kind of like, yeah, you know, I move like Capone, or, you know, they do shit like that. And Capone would be like, dude, don't talk about me. Capone would have shot you in the head. But look, to each his own. It's all good. I'm just saying it's weird. Okay, here's a great example. Machine Gun Kelly. That's a fucking gangster. That's a real fucking gangster. And this goofy white dude with pink nails has taken a gangster's name. That's hilarious. And we're all just cool about it. Everyone's just like, oh, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, you can just take this gangster's name. Even though you are pink fishnet wearing tall white boy who got tattooed all in a day. And now you're a Machine Gun Kelly. You're a rapper. Now you're a pop rock band. Oh, boy. But I think the American populace is easy to be fed garbage. Boy, it sounds like I'm bitching a lot, doesn't it? But anyways, these are things that I bitch about a lot, you know. But so I thought I'd just tell you because it's just on my mind. But either way, I'm going to be getting out of here and going to Chicago for the Misfits show. Speaking of good bands, the Misfits, Bad Religion. Come on, man. Going with our boy Justin. Y'all know Justin. So that's going to be a good show. I'm going to be boozing. Going to be partying. I'm going to go see the Misfits. Justin got this for me for my birthday, which is sweet. So that's pretty cool. Go have a little weekend out with the boys. It's nice. I like it. Anyways, guys, that's my rant. I'm out of here. Cheers.